Hello. Well, I thought today I'd do my vinyl singles just to sort of show what I've got and everything else. First video, not entirely sure what to do with it, so I'm going to just plough on. And the first single I've got is I'm going to say "Love Is All Around" by the Prefects, I think it is, which was released in 1982. And the B-side is "I Saw the Night," if you can see that. So that's that one. This one is a cover version of the Beatles' "The Fool on the Hill" by Acker Bilk, his clarinet and strings, which was released in 1976. And the B-side is "Aria." So that's that one. Next we have, you'll be able to see this, it's just because it's a little bit, it's one of those, it's Spaceman by Babylon Zoo from, what year was this from? This was from 1990 something or other. Yeah, so there's that one. And then there's the B-side, which is, I can't see what that's, Spaceman the Fifth Dimension, some kind of alternate version of the A-side. Next we have "Show Me Heaven" by Maria McKee, which is from the film Born on the 4th of July, I think. Days of Thunder. And we've got Hans Zimmer's "Car Building," which is obviously a piece of music from the same film. So there we are, there's that. Incidentally, some of these singles are from my wife's collection, some of them are from mine. I'm not going to make a distinction which is which, but you probably make some kind of educated guess as to what's what. So we've got Showaddy Waddy here. That's the A side. Showaddy Waddy, "Remember Then." And the B side is "Love for a Star." So that's that. Next we have Mike Berry, "The Sunshine of Your Smile." The reason I've got this was one of mine. The reason I got this is I bought it for the B-side. It was on a charity in a fair somewhere. And sorry, my face is obscured, which is probably a good thing. And the B-side is called "I'm as old as..." Turn it around. It's called "I'm as Old as Paul McCartney," which is quite a sort of a decent pastiche of a Paul McCartney song from that sort of period, 1980 onwards. Sort of Wings sort of thing. Then we've got, talking of Paul McCartney or Beatles or whatever, this is from their Apple label. It's Those Were the Days by Mary Hopkin. B-side of which is "Turn, Turn, Turn," both produced by Paul McCartney. And again, this is a slightly warped single. Doesn't play very well for obvious reasons. But it's the Wings "High, High, High." Where is it? "Sea Moon." So there's that. Now this is, say some of these haven't got covers, so, well, most of them, but this is the EP, extracts from the film "A Hard Day's Night" by the Beatles, and it's basically that, and, which way are we going? That way. That. So that's that. I'm a big Beatles fan, by the way, so we're doing other sort of Beatley things and other music stuff, but this is an introduction. So the Scaffold with "Thank You Very Much," featuring Paul McCartney's brother Mike. There's Mike McGear. And "I'd Be the First," which is the B-side to that. So that's interesting. Great song. Classic. Brilliant. Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys. Can't go wrong. And the B-side is "Wendy." The Everly Brothers, "Walk Right Back." Do it that way. Is that right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and then you've got "Ebony Eyes." Oh, this was a double A side actually. Yeah. "Walk Right Back" being the better song of the two there. And then we've got John Kongos, who did a song called Step On, which I'm going to Step On You Again, I think it was called, it was the Happy Mondays, and did a version of. And this is called Tokoloshi Man. And the B-side, Can Someone Please Direct Me Back to Earth? Yes, I know the feeling. So, the Beatles single I Feel Fine, B-side, She's a Woman. Probably holding these completely wrong. There'll be vinyl purists the world over who will be absolutely terrified, staring in aghast at my lack of respect for vinyl. So we've got Wonderful Land by the Shadows, and the B-side, Stars Fell on Stockton. Interesting thing, I'm a Doctor Who fan as well, and there was a Doctor Who comic story called Stars Fell on Stockbridge, and I wonder whether or not that was the inspiration for that particular title. Maybe some other anorak can tell me. Right. This is an EP of frankly dodgy cover versions. I think the only reason I've got this one is because there's a version of the song Nobody I Know, which is a Lennon McCartney song by someone calling himself Frank Bacon. So that's the A side of this particular EP. I think it's the A side anyway. And then you've got the B side there. I think I'm sort of, if you want to see more of my face, do let me know. Although why you should want to, I don't know. There's Apache by the Shadows, and the Quatermaster's Store, so kind of pun on Quatermass and the Quartermaster's Store, sort of a sci-fi interpretation of that particular song. Right, so what have we got here? I can't really see this. This is Boombastic by Shaggy. G Scoob, yeah, that one. And then, no, not that one. That's a lie. And there's another version of Mr. Boombastic on the B side. It's the Sting Shaggy remix, whatever that might be. Right. So, and then you've got another Beatles one here, which is Can't Buy Me Love. The B side being You Can't Do That. Okay, so we've now got. This is Country House by Blur. Good song. The B side is One Born Every Minute. So it's probably aren't in great nick, to be honest. A horror thing, I just burped then on camera, but never mind. Kirsty MacColl with her version of the Kinks' Days. Good version of a good song. And the B side is Still Life. So there's that. This might be a long video, I don't know yet. So this is Seal, and it's Kiss from a Rose, and the B side is, what is it? I'm Alive, some kind of radio edit of I'm Alive. So that's that. Next we have another Mary Hopkin one, Knock Knock I'm There, which was an entry for the Eurovision Song Contest of that year, 71 I think it is. And the B side is I'm Going to Fall in Love Again, which is sort of nice little songs. Now this one is a U2 single. They don't do anything on the front, it does everything on the back, and it's The Fly, and then what is it called? Alex Descends into Hell for a Bottle of Milk / Corova. I think The Fly is on that side, and then Alex does whatever he does on the B side. Earth, Wind and Fire with their version of Got to Get You Into My Life from the film. It's terribly scratchy. You can see how badly I looked after these in the past. Got to Get You Into My Life from the film Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, and the B side is I'll Write a Song for You, which I think Billy Preston did a version of that earlier on. I might have made that up. So these are singles with covers, although they're not the picture covers. We've got Doctor Hook and the Medicine Show's Sylvia's Mother. I'm not going to take them out of the vinyl because I don't really see the need. And Making It Natural. So we've got another Beatles one here, which is Help. And the B-side, well, I don't know what it is, but I'm just going to take it down, which is I'm Down. So there we are, that's that. John and Yoko's Happy Xmas, War is Over, Happy Christmas, whatever you want to call it. War is Over. She's got the nice sort of morphing effect on there, which I do like that. And then the B-side, which I actually really like, is Listen, the Snow is Falling, which is a decent. I've got a lot of time for Yoko, I'll be honest with you. I don't sort of have a problem with her as an artist. I don't like all her stuff, but I like some of her stuff. So still on the Beatles sort of theme, we've got I'll take it out, didn't it? Got My Mind Set on You by George Harrison. The B-side, Lay His Head. Got My Mind Set on You is a cover version, and rather frustratingly, it's one of his better known songs, which it doesn't deserve to be, in my view. So this is I think it's an American pressing, but I might be wrong, of Get Back. Beatles song Get Back. This is in Beggar's Banquet and all sorts. Don't worry about that. And then you've got Don't Let Me Down on the B side. It's in stereo, so I don't know whether it's a British pressing or what it is. But so if I'm getting the focus all wrong on this, then it's my first video, so to be kind. So and then they've got Power to the People, which is got someone's name on it, Mark. I don't know who that might be. I can imagine it's not my cousin. So no, and then you got the Yoko and so Open Your Box, which is all right. I prefer the gentler stuff, to be honest, but that's me. And then there's a jukebox single here for the Beatles, which is Nowhere Man and What Goes On. What Goes On being the only Beatles song in the entire catalogue credited to Lennon McCartney, Starkey. If you find that sort of thing interesting, then good luck to you. So you've got My Love Kintyre's Wings, or even Wings' My Love Kintyre, perhaps more accurately, and the B-side Girls' School. So My Love Kintyre is a bit Girls' School is decent enough, I suppose. Now this is in a right bloody mess, frankly, but I'm going to keep it in there just to let you know how bad I was at keeping these things. This is one of mine from years ago. And it's No Regrets by the Walker Brothers, the version which was done in the 80s by Midge Ure of Ultravox fame, and the B-side is called Remember Me. I'll probably take it out of it just to sort of show you the. There it is. Just so I can show you the. There you go. That's all very exciting and all very good. And so that's that. Again, we've got another one on the Apple label. This is Badfinger, and it's No Matter What. Good song. B-side, Better Days. A better side, I think. And now we've got You'll Never Walk Alone by The Crowd. This was done in, I can't remember whether it wasn't for Hillsborough. This was for some other tragedy. There's a version of the Jerry the Pacemaker song, and the B-side is Messages, produced by Graham Goldman, who was a member of 10cc. So if you're a 10cc fanatic and haven't got that, yeah, there you go. Now this is a great song. This is from the Middle Room. From the Middle Room by the Tourists. The Tourists, if you don't know, were a group which consisted. Look at that vinyl. Look at that glorious vinyl. B-side Into the Future. That's a lovely thing. And the Tourists were a precursor to the Eurythmics. It was Annie Lennox, Dave Stewart, and a couple of others, and that was where that was. So again, you're learning something if you didn't know that. If you didn't know it, then never mind. Okay, so we've got a song called "Follow Me" by Fame and Price, Price and Fame Together, which is not Geordie Fame and Alan Price together. Decent enough song. And then you got the B-side is Sergeant Jobsworth. So that's, you know, it's interesting. And then we have what is frankly a great, one of the best songs ever written, "What a Wonderful World" by Louis Armstrong. Brilliant. And then the B-side, I think this was a B-side as well, Cabaret. So now we're on to, again, another Beatley thing, Wings, With a Little Luck, B-side, Backwards Traveller, Cufflink. And I quite like the juxtaposition of the colour and the monochrome there. I think that's... Ken Dodd. If you don't know who Ken Dodd is, look him up. Love Is Like a Violin. And what was this one? The Treasure in My Heart. The hair there. Treasure in My Ken Dodd. How hilarious. B-side, the B-side, next one, is All You Need Is Love by the Beatles, with the Baby You're a Rich Man on the B-side. Both really good songs. Excellent. Right, so we've got, I thought I had this, Beatles Movie Medley from 1982, which was used to promote a compilation album called Real Music, which wasn't particularly necessary, but never mind. And the B-side is I'm Happy Just to Dance With You. So that's all good. There's another rather knackered sleeve. This is The Move, California Man, and this is The Move just before. What year was this? 73, was it? I don't know, but yeah, I think this is just before Roy Wood and Jeff Lynne formed ELO, Electric Light Orchestra. So that's kind of, and the B-side is there was two songs on the B-side. It's Do Ya and Ella James. So that's interesting. Another Beatles one here. I Want to Hold Your Hand. This boy. And another absolutely knackered sleeve here. The Amen Corners, If Paradise Is Half As Nice. That's a really good song. If you've never heard it, look it up. It's really good. And then you've got Hey Hey Girl on the B-side. So yes, I apologise for some of the state of some of these, but you know, I was young. What can I say? So we've got John Lennon's Instant Karma, Play Loud, and Play Quiet on the B-side, Who Has Seen the Wind by Yoko Ono. Again, another decent song from her. So now we're on to picture sleeves. And we've got the Hollies, He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother. B-side is Carrie. And I think this was released. Yeah, this was from 1988. This was the re-release in 1988. Then we got Help by Bananarama Lana Nini Nunu, which is Bananarama with French and Saunders and Kathy Burke. Cover version of the Beatles song Help, and it's, you know, it's done for Comic Relief. Not a great version, but it raised quite a bit of money, so fair enough. Kylie Minogue, that's Hand on Your Heart, and the B-side to that is Just Wanna Love You. Yeah, so it's in her younger days. Another Kylie one, which has Got to Be Certain. The B-side has Got to Be Certain instrumental version of the A-side. But I have to just show you this really weird sort of pose that she's doing on the back. That's sort of quite, yeah. A Christmas one here. Do they know it's Christmas? I think everybody in the entire United Kingdom's got a copy of this somewhere in their collection. And the B-side is Feed the World. So that's, most people know about that. Depeche Mode, Enjoy the Silence. This is one of my wife's. And as with the Kylie ones, by the way. And the B-side is Mephisto. Another one of my wife's, and I have to try justifying these now. This is Kylie and Jason's Especially for You. Yeah. The B-side is All I Want to Do Is Make You Mine. If you haven't heard these, if you're from across the pond or somewhere else in the world and you've never heard any of these, if you're curious, just have a listen on YouTube or somewhere, or Spotify or whatever, and be either impressed or appalled depending on your musical tastes. Again, Jason Donovan, Every Day I Love You More, which is nice to know. And the B-side is I Guess You Never Loved Me. So yeah, alright, fair enough. Now this is the Hillsborough one. This is Ferry Across the Mersey. And for those of you who don't know about the Hillsborough disaster, it was I'm not entirely sure about it myself. I think it was in Liverpool. I can't remember where it was, but in Hillsborough for football, people died in the football stadium basically. I'm doing a huge disservice by saying that. I know I am, but I'm not a football fan, and I don't sort of. It didn't impact me personally. It didn't impact me emotionally either at the time. So I don't have any feeling about it one way or the other. I mean, the issue's been resolved now to a point, but I don't. Yeah, anyway, I dig myself a hole. Yeah, so Ferry Across the Mersey, Christians, Holly Johnson, Paul McCartney, Jerry Marsden, and Stock Aitken Waterman. Stock Aitken Waterman, who were the producers and songwriters of most of Kylie and Jason's songs at that time. Robin Beck, First Time, which was used as the Coca-Cola, as you can tell from the thing there, it was used as a Coca-Cola in a Coca-Cola advert. It's actually a nice song. It's alright, it's not bad, It's the B-side's the instrumental version, which is slightly odd because the lyrics are better than the tune. Paula Abdul, Straight Up. Is it Paula Abdul? Paula Abdul? I don't know. But yeah, Paula Abdul. And the B-side is a power mix of Straight Up. Whatever that might be. Now this is a brilliant song. For some reason it's got my sister's name on the thing, but it is mine. And it's I took this into school. They had a school disco. You take your own records in and played. Mother Monroe, they're a German band, and it's Stay with Me, Jeanette, and it's actually a really nice song. If you can find it on YouTube, because I don't think you'll be able to get it on Spotify or anything. Find it on YouTube. Really, listen to it. It means very 80s. But if you like things like Go West, We Close Our Eyes, something like that, you'll like this. And the B-side is How Strong Is Your Love. So that's decent. That's a good. Lots of good memories of that one. We got Shaggy, Oh Carolina, and the B-side of which is the Ras Bumba Clark version. Your guess is as good as mine. And then we've got Inner Circle's Sweat, A La 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 Long. The B-side is, I'm not sure what the B-side is. Well, the B-side is the original version of Bad Boys. So there we are. This is Chris Rea's Texas. The B-side is a live version of Let's Dance. I don't know if that's a song or what. I don't know. That's Chris Rea original. So there we are. Julian Lennon, This Is My Day. B-side is Every Day. Yeah, it's alright. People say he looks like his dad. I'm not entirely convinced by that as a thing. Shades of him, but I don't think he's a spitting image. A Christmas run here, David Bowie and Bing Crosby, with Peace on Earth, Little Drummer Boy, which I quite like. It's rubbish, but I like it. Now we've got a song called Suddenly by Angry Anderson, who was an Australian heavy metal singer, I think. But he did this song. It was on a program called Neighbours, and the two characters, Scott and Charlene, played by Kylie and Jason, or Jason and Kylie. And this was the song that was used in the wedding scene, and people went, "Oh, it's lovely," and that got to. I don't think it was number one, but it got quite high in the charts. Mary Had a Little Lamb, from Wings, released as a response to their previous single, which was politically charged "Give Ireland Back to the Irish." This was actually one of the. So rather nice little pictures on there, and then you got that one as well. I'm not doing a very good job at this, sorry. Oh, bear with me. Incidentally, I used to work for a call centre, and one of the things that they told us that we couldn't say to customers on the phone was "bear with me," because the other person on the other end of the phone might think that you were asking them to get undressed with you. I'm not making that up. That was a genuine thing. It's ridiculous, isn't it, when you think about it? Well, I mean, when you think about it, frankly. So, Pasadena's Love Thing. That's what I call mine. And B-side is He'll Give You All. His love thing, presumably. I don't know. So, okay, here we've got Cold Fish. I never heard of them either. Love Me Today. So rather artistic nude sort of thing on there, and it's the B-side is Strange Boy, produced by Midge Ure. As I said, Ultravox fame, and co-wrote the Christmas, Do They Know It's Christmas and all that. So that's if you're sort of a Midge Ure fan and haven't come across this before, it's there for you to look at. Another one from Kylie, Wouldn't Change a Thing, and the B-side is It's No Secret. I don't know what it isn't. I don't know what isn't a secret. England New Order, which is World in Motion, which was a football themed single with a rather infamous rap by a player at the time called John Barnes. And the B-side is called rather imaginatively the B-side, because we were witty and interesting in the 90s. Actually, one in my view, one of the better songs from Kylie's sort of early period was Stockake and Waterman, Je ne sais pas pourquoi, but I don't know why. Yeah, so that's that, and this is sort of. The Made in Heaven is the B-side. It's there. So just pop that down there a minute, because this opens up. Bear with me. This opens up into a poster. So you got. So it's still from the video. It's quite a nice poster there, and then you've got this sort of smaller portrait. There. So that's quite pleasant, you know. It's not. But say you just sort of slot the single into the thing there. So that's. And then this is Ease On By Bass-O-Matic. The A side is the chill radio mix, and the B side is the original album mix. So there we are, that's that. Next we have QT, Free the People, and the B-side is the Proctor remix edit of the same track. Don't know who QT is. This was The Art of Noise featuring Max Headroom, Paranoimia, and the B-side is Why Me? Why Me? Why me? You're probably thinking that watching this. Why me? Why am I watching this? So you've got the Only Way Is Up by Yaz and the Plastic Population, and the B-side is Bad House Music. So I don't know whether that's a pun on badass music or It's produced by Cold Cut, who were a dance sort of house DJ type outfit at the time. I mentioned Go West earlier. We close our eyes, and this is it. This is the these images from the video. That's all right. And the B-side is Missing Persons. That's a good song. It's not a great song, but it's a good song. Falco, Vienna Calling, the 86 edit mix, and the B-side is America. So that's that. Not much longer to go now. It's gone off over half an hour. So there you go. Then we've got Turtle Power by Partners in Crime. Oh yes. And then you've got the B-side of Splinter's Tale 1 and Splinter's Tale 2, written by John Dupre. And John Dupre was actually is a writing partner of Eric Idle from Monty Python. I don't know if that was before or after or during, but so. Another Jason Donovan single, Too Many Broken Hearts, Wrap My Arms Around You. I think Too Many Broken Hearts was his first one, I'm not sure. And we've got Sunita, Right Back Where We Started From, which is the cover version, and the B-side is I Just Can't Help It. So when people say, "Oh, the 80s was better music," it's as very well as any other year, frankly. This is an interesting single. This is a CUD, Rich and Strange. So a sort of weird sort of Shakespeare feature disc thing. And then you've got, and the B-side is called Love Mandarin, and there's a version of a song called Love Mandarin. But you got that on the B-side. That's a rather nice thing. Here we have Cooma, I think it's pronounced, with Lambada. The B-side is the instrumental version of Lambada, basically. So presumably Lambada has lyrics. Yeah, music and lyrics. Chico de Oliveira. Nope, not a clue. Belinda Carlisle, Leave a Light On. With George Harrison on slide guitar. This has. And the B-side is Shades of Michelangelo. It's a rather pleasant portrait of Mrs. Carlisle there. Cleavage. Oh, we're going to do. Saxon, We Will Remember. The B-side is Altar of the Gods. So a bit of a heavy metal. Yeah. And we've got, it's a bit knackered this, but it's John Lennon's Just Like Starting Over. So John Lennon's Woman, sorry. John Lennon's Woman. And the B-side is Beautiful Boys. Released after his death. Then we have Floyd Joy with Weak in the Presence of Beauty. This is the original version. Alison Moy did a version of this later on. This is the original version. And the B-side is You and Me. Good song. So second copy of the Help album by Bananarama Nunu. Ace of Base, All That She Wants, which is a good song. And the B-side is a Bhangra version of All That She Wants. So some kind of Indian music remix sort of thing. The Beatles, Baby It's You, the EP, that was marketed as a single, but it is an EP. Pardon me. That's it's an EP. Well, it is actually on this EP 3 level. That's that's good. That's nice to have. Then we have Can We Go Dancing by the Amber Squad. This is a decent track. This is really good. And the B-side is You Just See What I Do to You in My Dreams. It's a sort of post-punk, not quite new wave. Kind of affair. Darts, Can't Get Enough of Your Love. And the B-side is Don't Say Yes, it says there. So I won't. You've got The Locomotion by Kylie Minogue there. And the B-side is I'll Still Be Loving You. So that's that. Is a version of Let It Be by Ferry Aid for the Zeebrugge ferry disaster. and Paul McCartney's on it. And although I believe Paul McCartney provided his vocal from the Beatles thing, then everybody else sort of recorded a line. I believe. Might be wrong. So yes, that's the sort of back cover there. So that's yeah. Now this is a Christmas in Smurfland by Father Abraham and the Smurfs. Now it's been knackered beyond belief, but the B-side is Father Abraham's Holiday. So there we are. That's that. Nearly there, nearly at the end. This is Doublé. It's pronounced double, but it's spelled double, but it's pronounced Doublé. Captain of Our Heart. It's actually a decent size, if I remember it rightly. And Your Prayer Takes Me Off, Part 2, is on the B-side. So presumably there's a Part 1. So I think I may have had the Part 1 years ago. Cher, just like Jesse James. And B-side is Starting Over. The B-side is produced by Michael Bolton. So if you're a Michael Bolton fanatic, who isn't, frankly? And so we've got this is Just Like Starting Over, John Lennon, and the B-side is Kiss 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 by Yoko Ono. Now, people of my age growing up in Britain in the 1980s will remember this song with embarrassment and laughter. And it's Grange Hill Cast, Just Say No. With, yeah, what was it made you do it? You had no need. Yeah, I was buying the thing. Rap courtesy of Malochy Christie, it says here. Just Say No instrumental is the B-side. So yes, it was hard-hitting stuff at the time. You know, the main character Zamo was addicted to heroin, so it was quite hard-hitting stuff. There's Jive Bunny and the Master Mixers, That's What I Like, which I don't like. And the B-side is Pretty Blue Eyes by the John Anderson Band. That's that. So not much more, much longer to go. Again, much like Just Say No, it's all revulsion and laughter. Stutter Rap, No Sleep Till Bedtime by Morris Minor and the Majors. Morris Minor is Tony Hawk's, is that character, that fellow there, it's Morris Minor. And the B-side is another boring B-side, which is vaguely humorous. I thought it was hilarious when I was younger, but Dollar's version of I Want to Hold Your Hand, the Beatles song. Yeah, look at them looking. Yeah. And the B-side is Love One Another. What's the Love One Another? Debbie Gibson. Electric Youth. The B-side is a campfire mix of the same song. I don't know what a campfire mix is. I have no idea. I can pretend to know, but I don't. So Fergal Sharkey, I've got news for you. And B-side is I Can't Begin to Stop. It's 1991. So that's... This is my wife's. The other two are mine. This is my wife's. I'd Rather Jack by the Reynolds Girls. Again, if you've not heard it, YouTube, whatever, but yeah, it's I'd Rather Jack than Fleetwood Mac. Not making that up. The Pogues, Fiesta. And the B-side is Sketches for Spain. If you don't think you know the song, you do. It's one of those. And the final one is Fine Time by Yaz, without the Plastic Population. Right, so that's those. My name's been Andy, by the way. I didn't introduce myself at the beginning, I don't think. So I'm going to stop now, but if you have any comments, inquiries, whatever, if you like this video, the sort of slapdashness of it, let me know. I could do some more. I'm not just planning on talking about music, I plan on talking about other things as well, other interests, Doctor Who, Monty Python. I might do something about something more politically edged at some point. I don't know yet, I haven't really decided. So thank you for watching, and give it a thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't like it, just leave it alone, it's fine. Comment, whatever. Thanks for watching, and I will hopefully see you soon, or you'll see me soon, one way or the other. Ta-da!